guys, thanks a lot for listening to this short video on how to implement chi-square test used when you are going to analyze the relationship between two quantitative variables. Instead, when we have a quantitative variable, we usually use correlation in order to analyze whether or not there is a link between two variables. But in case of quantitative variable, we may need to use a chi-square test in order to analyze the relationship between two variables. From chi-square independence test, just go on analyze. Let us just notice that is the database on survey on a company client, the general age category, reason of purchasing a specific good, payment method. We are going to analyze the dependence of some of variables. To run a chi-square test, just go on analyze. This statistic plus descriptive statistic. Click on cross table. So when you click on cross table, you have this interface that appears. So you can select the row and column variable in order to analyze dependence or independence between variables. So don't mind if you put variable in row or column. So it doesn't matter where you put variable in row or column. For example, to analyze whether or not gender and age category are dependent or independent variables, select for example gender and put it on rows, and after that select age category and put it on column section. To perform chi-square test, you go on statistic and select chi-square. So then you click on continue and then click on OK. So when you click on OK, you have this table results. So you have a case processing summary that the percentage of valid variable or variable were put in the analysis, which means that they were not seeing variable among gender and age categories. The cross tabulation between gender category and age category in each cell's concern, we have the count of the cell. So for example, men which were aged between 18 to 24 were 16, and men aged more than 64 were just 6 in our sample. So we have in the last table chi-square test. So the first line is chi-square. In the second column we have 6.187 chi-square statistic test with 4 degrees of freedom, and the asymptotic significance here is a p-value which is 18.6%, which means that we can just accept the null hypothesis, which is gender and age category are independent variables. So we accept null hypothesis, which means that two variables are completely independent. So we cannot use for the age category, for example, in order to predetermine the gender of the client. So let us look at other variable. We go on descriptive statistic. We choose analyze descriptive statistic cross table. So we remove, for example, age category and choose the reason of payment. So choose reason of payment. We have already selected chi-square, continue, and then click on OK. So you see that in this case we have a asymptotic significance which is 9.5%, which means that if we consider a 10% level, can just reject the null hypothesis, which is dependent between gender and the reason. So we cannot accept the independent between gender and reason. So the reason of payment can predetermine gender of a client. It can mean that there are some reasons which are more used by some gender categories. So that can be the explanation of the result of this test. If you consider a 10% level, let's look at second reason variable, reason 1, reason 2. So you can see that reason 2 are highly significant, which means that reason are price, commodity, service, and others. So we have a asymptotic significance which is significant even at 1% level, which means that we cannot reject the null hypothesis of independence. It means that there are a dependent relation between the reason and the gender. So there are probably some reasons that are more present in some group categories. So to make a little bit deeper in the interpretation, we can, for example, use book ratio in order to analyze whether or not price influence positively or negatively. So that's it for this chi-square test, and hope you help you understand the chi-square test and the notion of dependence between qualitative variables.